What was the question?
What excites you the most?
I'm
What-
excited how there's so much information and tools available at our fingertips that if you're creative enough, you can, there's infinite possibilities. Like we had joked before, I have 4 iPhones. We're only using 3 right now. I kept one in Chicago, but to me, like in each one of these iPhones, there's more technology than what humans had to get the first person on the moon.
Mhm.
You know, and here it is in my hand.
Mhm.
Well, now I got 4 of them,
Yeah.
and it's like, what can I do with that? And pairing up with like-minded individuals, it's almost like the 21st century and the future is a blank canvas, and it's all a matter of our mindset and imagination to create and paint the most beautiful picture that we can. And what excites me is, as a millennial, understanding the analog and digital world and this bridge that connects them, how we're at kind of this renaissance of the human story. And to me, I'm obsessed about the information revolution back in the 50s, when we could then figure out how to measure information. And it's let us, all the technology is compounded and compounded and compounded, and technology gets a bad rap because everybody, I mentioned before how like people's spines are changing because their heads are
Looking at
down
their
so
phone.
much looking at their phones. What I hope to help is people using it more intentionally, using it more as tools rather than a device to endlessly entertain
Mindlessness.
and distract and overstimulate. Right now, one can, if just sit in silence and reflect on life and what we talked about, purpose and passion. If you do it enough repeatedly and make it a habit, there's this inner source of guidance where you can figure out how to live your dreams, which was never really possible before. We live at such a interesting time in the human story, and I'm grateful for all the work and progress that has been put into this time where now I can use my mind and live my life with that. I don't have to sign up to be one of 10 of these positions and that was deemed as successful. You can now create whatever you want. Whatever you want to be, just go do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not to say it's not hard. In fact, it may be harder, but again, that path, more momentum and more excitement and energy to create that. So what excites me about the future is meeting other like-minded individuals who also realize that, like, what is actually happening in the world right now and the technology we have. How can we now use this? Let's put our minds together, use it,
Intentionally for good.
intentionally good, and just create the world that we envision. Like, and just work towards it. We have the technology. Like,